Hello leaders, Patrick Jinks, leadership and strategy coach at the Jinks Perspective, and this is episode 9 of Perspectives in Nonprofit Leadership. Today we're going to get deep into the secret of the CIA model, but probably not the one you're thinking of. Make sure you download the coaching sheet for this one. It's in the video description below this video. People often ask me what my favorite quote of all time is, and it's an easy answer for me because it comes from my late father, Army Major Carl Clayton Jinks. Control what you can and roll with the rest. I heard it more than once growing up, and I always thought it made such great sense. So when I came across the CIA model, I embraced it instantly because it unpacks Dad's philosophy in a way that makes it even more practical. I've used this model more than any other model in my executive coaching because it applies to virtually everything. And here it is. For whatever current challenge or situation or even goal that you're pursuing in your leadership, place the various components into one of 3 columns. And in column 1, list all the things about the situation that you completely unilaterally control. Control is the C in the CIA model. Your hands are on the knobs and buttons. You have total authority over these elements. For example, if my challenge is to secure a major donation from a prospect, what do I control? I control my message. I completely control the level of effort I put in. I control the vehicles and the strategy for approaching this prospect. I even control the decision on what prospects I'm even going to pursue and how much I want to ask for. Now think about the things you might not have total control over, but you can influence them. Influence is the I in the model, and to be clear, this is where the leader spends the most productive energy and effort. In fact, if you subscribe to the John Maxwell definition of leadership, it is influence. Nothing more, nothing less. This is where the nuance and art of leadership exists. It's where the magic happens. For example, I can't control the decisions or motivations of my prospect. But if I've done my research and I've identified perhaps the best peers to help me make an ask, I can influence those motivations and decisions by aligning my message to their interests. In other words, I can increase my chances for a favorable decision. This is where things like timing and environment and frequency, relationship leveraging, or what some might call peer pressure, come into play to influence the donor's decision. And finally, the A. What are the things I need to just simply accept as true? I can't control it. I can't influence it. For example, I can't do anything about how many other organizations are courting this same donor. I can't do anything about their message or relationship. I can't control or influence the current economy. I can't influence the financial picture for my prospect's business. There's some things I just have to accept. Now, here's the dual nature of the model, and to me, it's kind of a mix between empowerment and liberation. Leaders often make the mistake of trying to control or influence something that they simply cannot. They carry burdens around of things they need to just accept. And acceptance isn't the same thing as resignation, by the way. Resignation is defeating and hopeless. Acceptance is liberating. I talk with executives often about burdens they're carrying around that aren't even theirs to carry. Trust me, when you fill out the A column in the model, it is freeing. It directs your focus back to the things you can actually do something about. On the other hand, the second mistake leaders make is accepting something that they could have controlled or influenced. They resign too soon, or they never start because they've accepted something as true before really thinking through this model. This is the leader who doesn't believe her organization can secure a $10,000 gift because major gifts are only for the big box nonprofit brands, so what's the use? Or the leader that knows his prospect just gave $100,000 to their alma mater, so they're probably not interested in making another big gift right now. A potentially huge mistake. Listen, as a leader, you can't control everything, and that might be a good thing. But you have influence, you have tools, you have skills, you have a message, you have a purpose, you have value, and you have a mission. Get the components in their right columns, go control the things that you can, influence to the degree that improves your odds, and feel good about accepting the things that you just can't change. That's the Jinks Perspective. And if you ever want to connect and explore how the Jinks Perspective can help you or your organization achieve greater clarity, simplicity, and alignment, as always, you can schedule a free call with me. It's in a link in the video description below this video, and let's talk it through. See you next week.